Maybe it's because you can't remember the last time the car was parked in the garage, or a few boxes are overtaking the basement, or the challenge of closing the closets. Every year, more people are turning to garage sales to get rid of the items they no longer need and are earning hundreds of dollars in the process. If rummage or garage sales were part of the Fortune 500, they would easily fall somewhere near the middle. And if the sales from all the garage sales in this country were tallied, the figure would easily exceed $1 billion a year. Whether you call it a garage sale, rummage sale, tag sale, yard sale, or any other descriptive term, it means one thing. You have an excess of belongings that you are willing to part with. How many items you have for sale will determine the type of sale you will have. The area where the sale is being held should be at least half full of merchandise. If you have only a few large items, having the sale on the front lawn works quite well. If you don't have enough items to hold your own garage sale, consider taking items in on consignment. Charge a 15 or 20% commission, or 10% if the others help with the cost or work. Another option is a multi-family sale. Everyone shares the expenses, the work, and the profits. Hold the sale in the best location. Set up a schedule so everyone takes 1 or 2 shifts. Collect the money for advertising and supplies ahead of time. Mark the tags with the name or initial of the owner. Have separate cash boxes for each family, or remove the tag when the item is sold. Some neighborhoods hold a block sale. Each resident is responsible for her own sale. Block sales draw large crowds, which mean higher sales. All expenses are shared by the participants. The advantages of running your own garage sale are: you have control of the date, time, items, and prices. You keep all the profits. The disadvantages are: you do all the work, and you absorb all the expenses. Once you know what kind of sale you'll be holding, set the date. Check the date for holidays. Avoid weekends like Mother's Day or Father's Day. They aren't likely to draw as many people as Memorial Day and Labor Day would. Also, try to tie your sale into a community activity. Art shows, races, and fairs bring in people from the surrounding areas who might be tempted to stop at your sale. The season is important too. Winter in the north and the south's hot, humid summers won't attract as many people as the mild seasons do. The weekends from about 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. seem to suit most sales. Thursday or Friday used to be popular starting days, but most work schedules make Saturday and Sunday favorite garage sale days. Have a contingency plan in case the weather doesn't cooperate. Would you change the date or move the sale to a large porch or garage? Even in the best locations, plan for rain or excess heat. Now that you've set the date, make your schedule so that everything is ready the day of your big sale. Give yourself plenty of time to collect the items you want to sell. Some things may need a little repair or cleaning before selling. Pricing may take the longest. We'll discuss how to figure a good but negotiable price later in this video. This is also a good time to check your city ordinance. Your city may not require a permit at all, or require one and restrict the number of days you can hold a garage sale in 1 year. Usually there is no fee, but you can be fined if you do not display the permit on the days of the sale. The location of your sale has a definite impact on the number of persons who will stop and browse. If you live on a busy main street, consider combining your sale with a friend who lives on a quieter street. Move your vehicles and ask your neighbors to do the same. Ample parking tempts the casual garage saler to stop. Also, look at traffic patterns. If your location is difficult to find, put up markers or arrows to help guide people to your sale. The driveway is the conventional place for holding a garage sale, but don't overlook the basement, porch, attic, or the garage itself. Other possible locations include renting an empty building or space at a flea market, or setting up a tent on a vacant lot, but remember to get the owner's permission first. Now that you've planned when and where to have your garage sale, you need to select the items you want to sell. Some reasons to sell items are: it has no sentimental value, you can't remember who or where it came from, it hasn't been used in 6 months. Consider the season and capitalize on it. Winter clothes and skis sell better in the fall. Light clothing, golf clubs, and gardening equipment sell well in the spring. Tools, on the other hand, have a year-round market. Babies and children's clothing always sell well because they usually don't go out of style. Well-worn clothes can be disposed of cheaply by pricing them by the bag. Teen and adult clothing sell well if they are clean and well displayed. Wash anything that might be soiled. Fold shirts and pants, but hang dresses and suits. Even out-of-style clothing can sell as costuming. Display glassware and ceramics on a flat surface. Arrange the items as attractively as possible. Collectors browse garage sales looking for finds. If you know it's genuine depression glass or your grandmother got it as a wedding gift, mark it high. Make a display case for jewelry by placing a dark cloth in a shallow box and covering it with a piece of glass. Tools are high in demand. If it is electrical, be sure to mark it working or not working and have an outlet nearby for the potential buyer to try it anyway. Books and magazines tend to be slow movers unless they are collector's items such as romance books, but don't sell comics unless you know their true value. Furniture is another good selling item. You may want to polish it to bring the price up. If the item needs refinishing, mark it with a lower price. Antiques and other collectibles sell better at flea markets where you can charge at least 10 times as much for the same item. Once you've selected the items you want to sell, you are ready to start pricing. Keep in mind that you want to sell these items. They are neither worthless nor priceless, so don't be sentimental or ruthless when setting the price. Here are a few guidelines. If you are trying to get rid of the item, price it low. Antiques or collector items should be priced high. Condition is also a factor. Price the item at 20 to 35% of the replacement cost. The better the condition, the higher the cost. Use a catalog if necessary, or browse some garage sales in your area to get a feel of the pricing structure. Tag as many items as possible. Some people are uncomfortable with asking the price. If you have a lot of the same or similar items, put up a sign that says belts, $1 each. An office supply store can provide you with a variety of labels, or use a felt tip pen and masking tape. To eliminate writing, set a few prices and tag the items with colored labels. Then make up a sign that says red dots 50 cents, yellow dots $1, blue dots $5. You get the idea. Initial the labels if your sale is combined with someone else. When the item is sold, remove the label and put it on a tally sheet for that person. It will save time and effort at the end of the day when you total up each person's earnings. And now that everything is priced, be prepared to haggle. Part of the fun of garage sales is trying to get the item at less than sticker price. Advertising in newspapers is one option for getting the word out about your garage sale. The local paper and shopper's guides are your best choices. Schedule the ad to start about 2 days before the sale starts. Thursday is usually best. What you say in the ad is very important. Be sure to include your address, the dates of the sale, and the hours, but do not give out your phone number. You want people to come and see what you have, not call. Use key words to indicate what type of sale you are running. General rummage gives a different image than furniture, tools, or housewares. You want to attract the people who want to buy your goods. Also indicate if it's a multifamily or block sale. Hang flyers at the grocery store, laundromats, library, bowling alleys, any place that has a community bulletin board. Signs are the most popular way to advertise garage sales. Make the signs as eye-catching as possible. Use large print, Remember, most people are traveling at speeds of 35 to 40 miles per hour. Small print is a blur at best. If you are using tag board for your signs, reinforce the back with a furring strip to give it more support. Before placing signs at intersections, check your city's ordinance. Utility poles may be off limits. If your garage sale benefits a local group, a radio station may publicize it in their community calendar. Make your sale as inviting as possible. Park your car down the street so buyers can park in front of your house. Keep pets out of sight. Have coffee and fruit drink available and play soft music in the background. Hire a sitter for your children if they aren't helping with the sale. Set out your items the night before if you are using the garage, or early the morning of the sale. If you don't have enough tables, 2 sawhorses and a piece of plywood will do. Make a positive impression. Check to see if your large items like furniture are visible from the street. If the table is solid oak, mark it as such. Items that are not for sale should have a sign on them. Be sure there is a convenient electrical outlet, extension cord, or power strip. Keep a yardstick or tape measure handy, as well as paper bags, newspaper for wrapping glass items, and boxes. Place Make Offer and Sold tags on your cash table. Mark large items that have been sold until the buyer can return to get them. If you are looking for the best offer on an item, have the prospective buyer fill out an offer card. Call the lucky buyer on the last day of the sale about an hour before closing. A fitting room can be fashioned in a garage corner with an old shower curtain. Consider wearing name tags to identify yourself and others who are working the garage sale with you. Get a money box and have change available. A tackle box makes an excellent cash box. Start with enough change, 25 ones, $10 in quarters, $3 in dimes, and $2 in nickels should do. And never leave the cash box unattended. Carry it with you, or keep it to one side of a designated cash table and have someone at the table at all times. Taking checks is a personal choice. Accept only one-party checks for the amount of the purchase and only from a local customer. And ask to see a driver's license for identification. Remove the price tag if this is a consignment or multifamily sale and place it on the tally sheet. And just as a side note, if you have the help, always have at least one other person with you, either taking care of the cash box or mixing with the customers. It seldom happens, but you do want to sell the items, not give them away. And never, under any circumstance, allow people in your home. The first few hours of your garage sale are crucial. If you have advertised well and have your signs in place, be prepared for customers as soon as you open. Some areas have jump buyers. These are persons who are at your sale hours before it opens or even the night before. It's your choice whether you sell ahead of time. Expect all sorts of people at your sale. Anyone from antique dealers to used book sellers to used furniture sellers will be looking for a deal. Other persons will be looking for specific items like tools, clothes, or camp gear. Impulse buyers love garage sales and tend to purchase whatever catches their eye. Some people garage sale as a hobby and enjoy socializing more than purchasing. Then there are the tire kickers. They don't buy much but love to look, haggle, and talk. Treat them kindly. After all, they may buy something. About 2 hours before your sale is over, you may want to reduce the price on everything or select items. Some successful sellers mark clothing items down but leave everything else the same. Others mark everything 50% off. Remember, you do want to get rid of the stuff, but don't mark down items that are on consignment unless you have permission from the owner. Once your sale is over, you still have cleanup work to do. Pack up everything that didn't sell and store it for next year. Sell it through a friend on consignment or donate it to charity. Next, take down your signs. Nothing is more irritating to a garage saler than following signs to find out that the sale was last weekend. Finally, count your earnings, and once you discover how successful you've been, you'll be looking forward to next year's sale.